We spoke last week in a report about 2 more Metropolitan Police constables and 1 former Met PC who were charged with sharing grossly offensive messages with Wayne Couzens. At the time, there were no names given for these 3 cretins. However, now their names have been released. 35-year-old PC Jonathon Cobban, 33-year-old PC William Neville, and 45-year-old former PC Joel Borders. Cobban and Borders are each charged with 5 counts of sending grossly offensive messages on a public communications network, and Neville faces 2 counts of the same offence, namely that they swapped racist and misogynistic messages with the ex-protection officer approximately 2 years before he raped and murdered Sarah. Last week, the Crown Prosecution Service said they were withholding the names for operational reasons, but received accusations that the 3 were receiving special treatment. The decision to withhold the names came after a Supreme Court decision confirming that criminal suspects have the right to privacy. As such, they cannot be named in the press before being charged unless there's a proper public interest to do so. I'd suggest that there was a proper public interest reason to share their names, considering one of them went on to kill and rape a poor young innocent woman. Scotland Yard has confirmed that the 2 officers that were still serving have now been suspended. Head of Crown Prosecution Service Special Crime Division Rosemary Ainsley said, following a referral of evidence by the Independent Officer of Police Conduct, the Crown Prosecution Service authorised charges against 2 serving Metropolitan Police officers and 1 former officer. PC Jonathon Cobban, PC William Neville and former Officer Joel Borders will appear at Westminster Magistrates Court on the 16th of March for their first hearing. Each of the 3 defendants has been charged with sending grossly offensive messages on a public communications network. The alleged offences took place on a WhatsApp group chat. The function of the CPS is not to decide whether a person is guilty of a criminal offence, but to make fair, independent and objective assessments about whether it is appropriate to present charges to a court to consider. More word salad from the CPS. Criminal proceedings are active and nothing should be published that could jeopardise the defendant's right to a fair trial. The IOPC said the IOPC's investigation began following a referral from the MPS from the Metropolitan Police Service in April last year, 2021, and was completed in December when we referred a file of evidence to the Crown Prosecution Service. The Crown Prosecution Service has taken the decision to authorise charges against the officers. Metropolitan Police Deputy Assistant Commissioner Bas Javid said, "I am deeply concerned to hear 2 serving officers and a former officer have been charged with these offences. How can you be deeply concerned to hear that, considering last week you said that you knew that this kind of stuff goes on?" Talking out your arse, Baz. He continued, "I understand that the public will be very concerned too. Criminal proceedings must now take their course." We'll keep an eye on this one and let you know any further outcomes or information as it becomes available. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.